is my 1 year nose piercing anniversary. Well, actually, I'm a little bit late. I'm about 10 days late. I got my nose pierced last year on September 15th, and today is the 25th. So I got my nose pierced, and it was a great experience. I had a little adrenaline rush because I never gotten my nose pierced, so I didn't know what to expect. But it happened so quick, and honestly, I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel a thing at all. When he told me he was done, I thought he was playing with me and that he wanted to trick me to then pierce it, but he was actually done. I did get pierced with a stud because I always wanted a nose hoop. But he pierces with a stud, and I guess that was fine with me, and I allowed it to try to heal, and along the way I have documented my experience. It hasn't been all good and dandy, but I have come up with several ways on how to maintain it and fix a lot of the things that were not going so well with my piercing. One of them was keloid, and I made a video on that, and I explained to you guys how I got rid of it, and I will link the video down below. With a nose hoop, I noticed that it was very interesting. There were times when I really thought that my nose piercing was completely healed, and just one little bump would just irritate it, give me a bump, or just make it feel like the piercing was very, very fresh. But I managed to keep up with it. The piercer, he's so amazing that even after a while of being pierced, I would go to him and he would still give me tips and tell me exactly where I was going wrong. June 2016, I went to New York, and I was really unsure whether it was completely healed or not, but it felt like it. So I went to a piercer in Harlem, and I just wanted to switch out the stud because I attempted so many times to take out the stud myself, but the way that the stud was set up, it was nearly impossible for me to actually get it out. When I tried to get it out myself, it didn't feel too good. You know, I struggled. It felt like it was stuck, and I didn't want to irritate it. I didn't want to cause another nasty bomb, and I didn't want to make myself bleed or make the piercing stretch. I just didn't want anything weird to happen, so I saw that it was not working out with me doing it alone. So I just went to a professional, and I had him take out the stud and put in a hoop. The first thing that he noticed was that this area was very, very dry. So he told me to please stop using the sea salt and to try something more like Aquaphor. So he switched the piercing, and honestly, when he changed it, it felt like a fresh piercing once again. But I was okay with that. I put this ointment on. It's a healing ointment, and it looks like grease. It doesn't smell like anything. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna capture that, but it's like grease, and it's kind of thick. See, it's like grease, and it's very moisturizing. So I noticed that once I started using this, it was just it's been a smooth ride ever since. And one of the pros of having a hoop versus a stud is that you can actually move it around. It's easier access to heal it. I hope you guys are insensitive with what I'm about to say, but you get crusties, and it's just it's just harder for you to like clean it, and just like, I don't really like digging in my nose. I find that to be very uncomfortable. But I would have to like play with Q-tips to kind of like get the crust out of there. But with a hoop, you can move it very easily. So if anything is like stuck, you just move it a little bit, clean it, get it off, and that's just the end of the story. Once I switched from a stud to the hoop, I haven't had any problems ever since. I have bumped it, I have so many weird things has happened, and I have yet to get a bump with the actual hoop. So if you're experiencing like, you know, keloids or bumps, change the stud into a hoop. But that's just my experience. I know that some people have claimed to gotten keloids with a hoop, but just something to kind of like switch it out. Because for me, it was like taking a little too long for it to heal with the stud in. Another thing, if you're getting irritations, or if your piercing is not healing too well or fast enough, it also may be due to the quality of the jewelry. That was not my case, because the quality of the jewelry for the stud was definitely 100%. And this one is a gold, because I'm allergic to fake jewelry. When I say allergic to fake jewelry, like I literally break out. It gets really, really bad, and it gets black, and it just, I experienced that one time in my life when I was a teen, and that's when I noticed that I cannot wear anything that's like fake. You know, it either has to be gold plated, or silver, or I think it's surgical steel. I'm not sure, but it cannot be one of them cheap ass jewelry that's just like the material is, no, because I'm gonna break out, and you can really tell. So that's one of the things you want to pay attention to as well, if you see that you're not healing fast enough. And I don't plan on allowing my piercings close. Like I love nose piercings. I love it on any and everyone, male, female, everyone. It doesn't matter the nose shape. But I particularly love to see people with a nose hoop, unless you're Tupac. But a nose hoop is what I love to see on people. And like I said, this is why I got my nose pierced. I wanted a hoop, and it took me 9 months before I actually changed the ring, and here I am, nice and healed. I still am a little iffy. When I first got it pierced, the piercer did advise me to make sure that I don't wear makeup, or if I did wear makeup, like as far as foundation or anything, to make sure that there was no coverage in that area. So to this day, I still like do a full face, but I still leave that area alone. That area is untouched, because I just don't want to experience any more craziness or setbacks, or just like delays on it being 100% healed. I just don't want that. So I'm very careful, and I still use the soap that I bought at the shop. It's still like full, because you only need a little bit to like clean it. So I still clean it. I still treat it as if it's a freshly pierced piercing, and I choose to still take care of it. So please always be on top of yourself. Just be on top of your game as far as everything dealing with you, because any little thing might trigger it, and just when you think that something is healed and then you don't take care of it, or you do some random things to it, you're gonna find out that maybe it's not 100% healed, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So right now I feel like I am healed, but I'm still taking a lot of precautions. But yeah, 1 year update already. Time literally flies. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get any more piercings, but if I ever do, I'm definitely going back to the same piercer. Like I said, I still use this. I use a Q-tip, people. If you're pierced, nose piercing or whatever, a Q-tip is your best friend. I mean, because you're gonna be able to get in areas that you're not going to be able to do that with, let's say, a tissue or whatever the case might be. So definitely Q-tips. And if you're doing sea salt soaks or paste, you're gonna want to moisturize because it's very, very drying, and I had to learn the hard way. So yes, Aquaphor, I can't even remember how much this was, but I got it at Dwayne Reed in New York, and it wasn't even, oh actually the price is right here. It was $9.99 for a 3.5 ounce. I got it in June, and it's just, a little goes a long way. I still have a lot, and I'm gonna continue to use it. Allow yourself to heal. Some people heal faster than others, and I feel like for me, my nose piercing was out of everything. I mean, even for my tattoos, because I heal in 1 week with my tattoos. I want to consider myself a fast healer, but with the actual nose piercing, it wasn't as fast as I expected it to be, just because I am a fast healer. So it was a very interesting piercing and a very interesting experience, but it's been a year now, and I'm glad that I'm able to like buy new jewelry now and play in just like different looks and feel a little bit more confident that, you know, I'm not gonna get a bump or, you know, something that's just gonna look gross when other people look at it. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Bonnie. Peace.